This is Caroline. I have disappeared for quite a very long time. A lot has just happened, and I think I was just staying away from social media for some time, YouTube included. Not that I didn't want to record videos anymore, but just that I was feeling low, a little bit demotivated because a lot of things has happened, and I was just trying to gather up my strength and trying to be okay. And I'm glad to say that today, as I'm speaking, I am far, far much better than the past year, I would say. It has been rocky, a lot of ups and downs, but regardless of that, I just want to celebrate the wins, or should I say the achievements made during the process of the good and the bad, you know? It's something that I just thought, like, sometimes I feel people, we don't celebrate ourselves much. We think that you need to have a Lamborghini or you need to own a villa for you to start celebrating your wins. But in my opinion, every little thing or every little step that you have taken in your life, you are supposed to celebrate all of those things. Wow, so basically talking about myself, so many things have happened, as I mentioned already, the good and the bad. But let me talk about the good first. I just want to be grateful and thank God, for the journey, because it has been a rough one, but I did not give up, and I still believed in myself, and I still believe that God is there, to guide me in whatsoever or whatever thing that I would require as a person. Sometimes we reach a point that we just feel like giving up, but trust me, I was given that strength to move on, and it's something worth of so much praise. Well, today I'm just a little bit tired. It's so hot. Now it's summer. I think it's about 40 degrees out there. I'm coming from VFS Global. This is for my visa application. Inshallah, it will work out. I just want to travel. Now that the world has loosened up, I want to go somewhere else and just refresh and meet new people, meet my cousins and all these kind of things. Maybe, I will just be like, okay, for some time as well. In this process, which I call myself self-actualization process, where I am self-actualizing myself, trying to figure out who's Caroline and what are the likes and dislikes of Caroline, because sometimes we really don't know like what we like as human beings. We're confused, but as we grow day by day, I think we will get to know or realize who we are. So this is the journey that I'm just going through. Okay, back to my wins during the past year. I was so happy that I pushed myself to get a driver's license in Brazil. It is something that is really not easy, trust me, and not cheap. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot and I'm not gonna give up. It was somehow frustrating because I'll be going for my classes after work, and you can imagine how tired I am. And then I'll have night classes for my driving, but I didn't give up. I went, failed a couple times, not too many times, but just a couple, like 2 times I failed, and parking was the problem. Especially garage parking. Oh my God, it took a toll out of me to the point I was like, I was so mad. But at the end of the day, I ended up getting my driver's license, and it's something worth of so much praise. I remember telling myself that I'm not gonna get a driver's license in the United Arab Emirates because transportation is not a problem, you have metro, even though I rarely use metro. You have taxi, Uber, you have the bus, which I think I used once ever since I moved to Dubai, which is okay. But anyway, getting a license was never a goal. It was never in my plan. I had already put an X on it, but something that's just pushed me along the way, like, you know what, it's a necessity and you need it. And maybe there are no chances that you end up going back home. Because when I came to Dubai, it was like, okay, I'm just gonna work for a couple of years maybe and go home, But now considering the situation back home, I'm like, I don't think it's the right time for me to be going back. So let me just develop myself where I am at the moment. So I'm glad that worked out. And during the process, I also got a promotion at work as a guest relations supervisor. It took long, but one thing I've learned during the process is what's meant to be will always be. Even though sometimes I felt like giving up and felt like I'm working so hard and no one seems to be noticing my work. But it happened that when things are bound to happen, they just happen. And when Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. And trust me, I have learned to be patient, and I have learned to just wait on God's timing, because it's something that we feel like sometimes God has left us, But one thing I've learned is like, no, God will never leave you. And as I mentioned already, what's meant to be will always be. It was a rough, rocky journey, but at the end, I ended up even forgetting about all those things that I went through. And now I just enjoy those little moments and those little achievements. Call them little, but for me, they are huge and big because the road was not so easy. So every time I look at myself and where I came from and where I am at the moment, and I'm so proud of that journey, and I'm so proud of myself and the people who encouraged me, of course, not to give up. I also thank them day in, day out. And moving forward, I also got recognition, like colleague of the month. It was month of February last year. I got a fan award, and I also got some rewards, like cash reward, which is something so great, It's so motivating, and it motivates you to do better and better, and knowing that people can see how hard you are working and they are appreciating it is something that is just amazing, and it encourages you and motivates you to do even more. So those are some of the things that I'm so grateful about. Like, I have managed to reach a certain goal in my life. Talking about money-wise, of course, a lot has happened and I managed to make some money. Not a lot, but it is a lot. Considering as well the fact that, most people are working, but they're not getting much and it's not even enough. But for me, I'm saying I'm able to have whatever thing that I need. I can travel, I can buy myself whatever I want, which is something worth of so much praise again. So yeah, it's a win-win. That's why I'm saying the little things that we might think they are little, they are not little, and you should always be grateful for you to be able to receive more. And I say more to abundance, believing that there's still more to come, and I'm so positive and adamant about it. And then again, just me spiritually and mentally, physically, I'm doing something that I never imagined or thought that I would go through as a person, but I went through surgery.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better.
It was a scary moment, but I had friends around me, and I'm always thankful to them because they were there for me, and I never felt alone. I never felt that my mom and my dad are not here with me, my siblings are away. They were there for me day in, day out. They came to the hospital. At home, they were cooking for me, you know. Until now, when I think about it, I shed a tear, but I'm so excited and happy knowing that God will always make a way. And He did make a way for me during that process. So it's something that I'm thankful for. So those are some of the bad things, but bad in a good way because I had people around me and the surgery went on well. So I'm grateful for that. So now let's see what 2022 has in store for us. But what I'm here for right now is to encourage you to celebrate each and every win that you've made in your life, each and every milestone that you have reached, each and every goal that you have accomplished. You should just be grateful about it. Don't ever think that it's small. It's never small. If you've worked your ass out to get it, then it was never a small achievement. It's always huge. And you need to be thankful and you need to be grateful for you to receive more in abundance, you know? So basically, this is all about it. And I have also goals for this year, 2022. Hoping again for the best and the best and the best. And looking forward to a healthy relationship. I'm still single, by the way, and searching. Just kidding, not searching, waiting for Mr. Right to find me, and I'll also find him myself. It's a two-way street, never a one-way street, by the way. So people think, yeah, ladies are supposed to be pursued and all this kind of shit, but at the end of the day, you also need to input something, you know what I mean? Gladly I have healed from my past scars, you know. I'm okay and I have just accepted that people come in and out of your life for a reason, and you just have to be grateful and thankful for the good that they have done and for the lessons that they have taught you during the process. So I'm never bitter or anything, but rather thankful and looking forward still in a positive way that something great will always come up. So once again, thank you guys for listening to my video and watching. I just hope you subscribe and motivate yourself and never give up on your dreams and goals, and always celebrate your wins regardless of how small you think they are. Something very important. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and till we meet again, have a beautiful day.